Hi everyone, my name's Kerry. I work for Burnley Youth Theatre in the outreach department. That means we go out into the community and work with people of all ages, abilities, backgrounds. We really love connecting with different people and then inviting them into our building. Today, obviously, we can't do that. We're all stuck at home, but you can still use your imagination. You can still warm up and try different things. This is aimed at people who are just beginning really, but anyone is welcome to try, any age, any ability, any background. And if you've got any comments, I'm sure you can share them on social media and we'll pick up what things people are interested in and how can we adjust and try and respond to your different ideas while we're all working like this. So we always start with a warm-up, so let's go for it. First of all, rub your hands together. Pretend like you're washing your hands. That's something we all need to be doing a lot at the moment, don't we? So there we go. And rubbing up your arms, making sure everything wakes up a bit. And give your neck a bit of a rub. Don't know, if you're old like me, you find that your neck gets very tense, so give that a nice massage. When you're younger you don't have these problems. And give your head a nice bit of a massage. I do it with my fingers, just making them in little circles. Usually feels quite nice. Ruins your hair, but you know, mine was messy anyway, so it's fine. And give your chest a bit of a pat. Give your stomach a pat and work your way down your legs and as far as you can reach. You're welcome to stand up, by the way. It's just obviously I'm restricted in what I can do, how much space I have here. So I'm going to stay sitting down so that you don't get any sudden weird angles of me. But I am patting my legs, and I'm now going to do a bit of a shake out thing. So shake your hands. It's a strange thing to do, but somehow it wakes us up a bit, doesn't it? And we are now going to shake our shoulders a bit and lift them up to your ears and drop them down even further and up to your ears and down even further, and again up to your ears and down even further, and give them a shake, give them a bit of a circle and stretch and pretend to yawn. And sometimes this actually does make you yawn, that's okay. And again a nice big stretch and a yawn. And one more. Great. Well, I feel a lot better. I don't know about you. We've done a physical warm-up, so now we need to warm up our brains a little bit. So this is a memory test. I'm sure you'll have done something like this before. It's an old party game. But obviously an actor needs a good memory for learning lines, for remembering where they move on the stage, and it's about memory and also observation, so really good skills when you're performing. So I'm going to have a tray here with a blanket on it, so hopefully it shows you the objects a bit better. I'm going to put 10 objects onto the tray, and then I'm going to give you a few seconds and I'm going to take the tray away, and I shall give you a pause so that you can see how many you can remember. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Have a little look. Okay, see if you can remember them. How many did you get? Sometimes when you work with groups, you don't really have a lot of costumes or set or props, which is what we call the objects that the actors use on stage. So we have to use our imaginations, we have to improvise, we have to make things up as we go along. And that's a really good skill to have as an actor or director. So I know, and you know, that this is a pen. But for this exercise, this is not a pen. What else can it be? And you have to try and think of as many different things as possible. So if you're playing this with other people, with your family, then you can take turns. And if you're just doing it on your own, then you can do what I'm doing and try and think of as many different things as possible. So here we go. This is not a pen. This is a moustache. This is not a pen. This is a lipstick. This is not a pen. This is mascara. This is not a pen. This is a little walking stick. This is not a pen. This is an oar, and it's rowing my boat. So now, over to you. What do you think it can be? See how many you can come up with. Would be really good if you can do 5, maybe 10. I don't know. There's no limit really, and it doesn't have to look like a pen. And if you're playing with other people, maybe you can mime what you're doing, like, and see if the other people can guess what it is rather than you telling them. Okay? Go! A lot of the games and warm-ups that we do in drama, they can feel a bit strange to people, especially if they've never done anything like this before, but it's the start of playing, and if you can play, then you can create drama. And once you've started working on drama, which is where you start to interact with other people and work on your ideas, then eventually you get the skills to make theatre, which is where it's something that you want to show to an audience. And it doesn't matter if all you've got in your house is a blanket. A blanket can become the sea. It can become material for a matador. It can become an old man's beard. It can become anything. There's no limit really to your imagination. I'm choosing 3 objects out of the 10 because we've tried objects in different ways. We've woken up our body and our mind, and now we start to develop our ideas. And it doesn't matter if it's you on your own thinking of these ideas or whether you're able to share these with other people, it can work equally well. I've got 3 things. You could choose 3 things from your house, or if you're a bit more experienced, then you might do 5 things. You know, challenge yourself and the other people around you. So I have a red orange artificial leaf, I have a yellow plastic peg, and I have a green feather. So if I was to create a story from these 3 objects, then I would say it starts with an old woman who is pegging out the laundry in her garden, and she hears some beautiful bird song, and she knows that she must find the bird who owns this beautiful bird song, who's creating this beautiful bird song. She travels on an amazing journey through valleys, through mountains, and every so often along the way she finds a beautiful feather. so she knows she's on the right trail. And eventually she reaches the tree that the bird lives in, and the tree is a magical tree of fire and flames, and the bird is a phoenix, and the phoenix grants her the wish that she's been waiting for all her life. So that's me just thinking what I would do, but you could come up with so many other ideas, and I'm sure they'll be much better than mine. So why don't you try? Get yourself some objects or use these ones and try telling a story for yourself or for anyone else who's around there. So once you've got a story that you're happy with, you can rehearse it, you can perform it to people, you could perform it as one person, you could perform it in a group, you could perform it online, you could film it, you could make an animation from it, you could put a song in it, you could dance in it, all sorts of different things. So really it depends on your interest, but I hope I've given you something that might start you off. If you're a bit nervous about drama, don't be, because anyone can try it. Okay, have a good day.